Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, New Order. No idea how this ended up on my watch list, but it's here. A lavish high society wedding unexpectedly turns into a class struggle that leads to a violent coup. Coup, right? C-O-U-P. The P is silent, I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't recognize anybody in it. And then as I look at the languages that's spoken, Spanish and English, I don't know. Again, I'm not sure why this is on my list. Sometimes I find articles on movies that people recommend, which is kind of cool, and I should probably write down who recommended them and then give them props if it's good, or the opposite of props if it's not good. But anyway, this one is 6.4 on IMDb. 4,624 people rated it so far. So, I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. It's only an hour and 26 minutes. Let me get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, and let you know what I think. And I'll start realizing who recommends these movies and see if we can give them props. Alright, I'll be back. Hey everybody, want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching New Order. We're at the 42-minute, 31-second mark. Normally in a film less than an hour and a half, I don't do a check-in, but I think this one's warranted. It's kind of interesting. So, like they say, it does kind of start off with this wedding, this very lavish wedding. Rich people are at it, very important people. I thought I was just taking that in because it's different than like weddings that I've been to or know of, whereas, you know, the wedding happens, the people get married, and then you go have a celebration, a reception. This seems like they're just partying until the judge shows up, and then she's going to marry these two people. So, you know, that's all going on, and you know, I won't go into too much detail, but there is some uprising going on, and what it appears to be is the poor are uprising against the rich, and that's why they say that the lavish wedding and whatever. And while that piece is there, you know, they come in and start terrorizing the wedding, which is what we kind of know. But it's happening throughout all of the city. Everybody's just rising up, and they're using green paint for something, and there's a significance behind that. So that's kind of interesting on what's going on there, but I don't know too much more about it. But you know, I like it. It's definitely different, and it's an interesting play on what can happen in any society, I think. But one of the most interesting things I saw, and this isn't a spoiler alert because I think it's just logical, right? So if you're rich, really rich, you probably have help. Maids, butlers, cooks, things of that nature. So think about that, you know, when an uprising happens and they infiltrate the home of a lavish wedding where everybody's serving. What do those people do? Right? So there you go. Check it out. So far, so good. Don't check it out yet. Let me finish it. Wait with me. I'm going to watch the end of this and let you know. But so far, pretty good, interesting, and worth the first 42 minutes. Alright, stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of New Order, and I tell you what, if you want to watch a movie with some substance to it, I don't know if that's the right term, this is it. But that's what came to mind. I mean, it is, whew. I thought it was a pretty good movie. You know, I thought that, I don't know. I don't know what to say without spoiling it for you. Like I had mentioned, you know, the uprising, which becomes the New Order, right? So the New Order, now they've taken it over and they run whatever the country or the city as they want to, essentially. And, you know, and when you think about it, like initially, it's like, wow, you know, any group of people, call it the poor, can rise up over the rich, right? And take what they want and do what they want. But how does that all work out? You know, like, and that's what this movie's kind of about, you know? You got the premise, but really, what happens when that happens? You know, what happens to what kind of control is there? Is it anarchy? Is it just constant riots? Or, if it is control, who's in control and who's the leader and how do they lead and all that kind of stuff, you know. So, you know, all that plays out here, and I don't want to go into too much detail, but it's not an easy piece to watch, you know, as there is some graphic stuff going on with people and you know, like uprisings. So there's more murder, there's torture, there's all that kind of stuff going on, and it's all kind of visible here. I never really got the green paint, but I'm assuming that was a symbol for the uprising of, I'm calling it an uprising, I don't even think, the coup, if you will. And I'm not even sure of the ending. You know, not the ending, but the whole plot, like what the plot turns into. And I'm not even going to tell you what that is. You got a good idea. The conclusion of that main plot line. I was like, why did that happen? I don't quite get that piece. And then they show the actions that follow that I get. But wow, I know I don't like speaking in riddles, but I think this one's left. You have to watch it to find out what I'm talking about. But I am telling you, like, if you're okay with you know, that type of movie, I think Parasite, that's what I was trying to think. It reminds me of Parasite, you know, and probably you had to read all of Parasite, you had to read all of this. There's no English in it, but I don't know, it's got that vibe and that feel to it, you know. So there you go. It's the, I think, Mexican version of Parasite, maybe. Hour and 26 minutes. If you're okay with some graphic stuff, and you know, it's not too bad, but it's you should be warned. If you're okay with that, and you're into movies that, you know, just aren't your, you know, happy ending love rom-com, you know, kind of thing, and it's not even a horror, you know, I wouldn't say, or a mystery. It's just everything that I said. Like, I'm sure it's a drama or whatever, but if you're into those types of things, if you liked Parasite, I think you'll like this. There's another one I'm thinking of. It's not on, no, not like This Is Us or stuff, but not This Is Us, the TV show. Never mind, Us, the movie. Yeah, that's it. I think Parasite's, as far as I can go, is an example of what you're going to get with this one. Definitely worth checking out if you're a movie kind of person. So that's it. Sorry I can't give you any more detail, but I'm encouraging you to go see it or rent it. It's worth the watch. Alright. Hopefully that was helpful. If I was, you decided to watch it because you listened to me. Love to hear that. If you've already seen it and you feel the same, love to hear that too. If you didn't like it, you know, whatever. I like to read that as well. But thank you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Tell all your friends and continue to come back to Kimmel's Irish Pub.